What's going on, guys? Blinkfro here, and today I'm bringing you week 6 of my Seattle Seahawks franchise. We're going up against the Lions, and as you can see, we have Marshawn Lynch out for 6 weeks, and the Lions have 2 guys on injury report, and since it is the trade deadline, we're going to make some trades. Alan Branch, Michael Robinson for LaRon McClain, a third and a linebacker, and then we're going to take away Sidney Rice, trade him away, and get Brooks Reed and a fourth, as well as Dwight Jones, trading away Ryan Baker. So those are some 2 nice trades, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to release Leon Washington. I just wasn't feeling him in the return game this year, and I felt we could do better with LaDainian and Tomlinson instead of LaMichael James. And then we're going to release this right guard because we had an extra one and he was worse than the other one. And then we're going to pick up a return man in Chris Johnson, one of my favorite returners, at least in Madden. I don't know if he returns in real life. But we are at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, going against the Lions. I don't remember how many wins they had. I feel like they didn't have a win at all. Probably wrong. I think they actually did have wins. I think they were like 4-2 or 4 I don't know, whatever. But we're going against the Lions nevertheless. So right off the bat, 3rd and 10, the Lions dropping back, and that is why I traded away our defensive tackle, Stephen Paea, getting the sack. I wanted to give him more minutes because he has like 99 strength in this game, or like 98 strength. And there's LaRon McClain and LT's first carries of the day, picking up a first down there. 3rd and 11, Matt Flynn dropping back, and he's going for Chad Johnson, but that one is going to be dropped or swatted away. So the Lions are back on the ball. 2nd and 6, Matt Stafford finding Nate Burleson, wide open, he got it, but Cam Chancellor manages to knock the ball out, saving that deep play. And then Matt Stafford on 3rd and 6 going to scramble, and he's going to get a first down, sliding down. And now 2nd and 10, Matt Stafford dropping back, and he is going to get sacked. That is Chris Clemons, who once again is having an amazing season. An amazing season this season. 2nd 11, LT, he's going to go to the corner, and he's going to pick up a bunch of yards there, about 6 yards right there. 3rd and 5, Matt Flynn is going to connect with Justin Blackman, who gets a block, but then we're going to get called for holding, and that's going to bring that play back, and it would result in a 3rd and 1. And you know what we're going to do here? We're giving it out to LT, and he's going to pick up the first down there, 3-yard carry. And then a draw play to LT, who's going to get stopped, and we're going to get called for another hold. So that's going to result in a 1st and 20, as you can see right there. So we're going to go to the outside with LT, who's going to get a nice block there, and he is off to the races. And it is LT, so he's not that fast, or at least he's not anymore now that he's like 30-something years old. And he's going to get dropped down before he can find the end zone. And he is tired, so LaMichael James is in for the rest of this drive. And as you can see, there's LaMichael James. And ever since people told me that this toss play, the goal line toss play, worked like a charm, I've been doing it all the time. I don't know if that's cheap. I don't know if you guys want me to try doing other stuff, but it gets points. I could try something else if you want to. And here we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot. We're going to get a roughing the passer penalty there. And the Lions are going to get a first down, as well as 15 yards. And Javid Best, what are you doing, son? There's another look. Slow-mo, get him taking down. You don't see that too often in Madden. I've seen it a couple times, but you don't see it too often. 3rd and 1, Javid Best makes a nice cut, finding the hole, and gets taken down, and he is going to get injured. He would return to the game, but for right now, Kevin Smith is in the game. And Kevin Smith is a very good backup, as you guys may or may not know. In real life, he actually had a pretty good season until he got riddled with injuries as well. So 2nd and 5, giving it off to Javid Best, who is going to get a first down. And I have to cough. Bob Sanders, I believe, as you saw, got injured, but he would come back. I think that was Bob Sanders or someone else. I don't know. 3rd and 8, Matt Stafford going to the end zone. That one's going to be tipped. Not really the best throw. But the Lions are going to settle for a field goal here, and that is going to cut the lead down to 4, making it 7-3. Now 2 minutes left in the half. Matt Flynn dropping back, 3rd and 4. He's going to throw the ball here to LaMichael James, and he is going to not hold on to that one. So it's the Lions back on the ball before the end of the half. Matt Stafford going to the right, and he is going to hit Titus Young from Boise State, the rookie from Boise State. Actually, this would be his 2nd season now that we're in year 2. Titus Young is one of my favorite wide receivers. And you'll see Matt Stafford picked up the first down there. 3rd and 10, Matt Stafford's going to try to scramble again, but Clemens says nope, and he's going to drag him down. Now, don't ask what I was doing here. Please don't judge me. I don't know what I was doing there. I was just having some fun, and it resulted in a safety. I really should just let that go into the end zone, but I really thought I could make something out of nothing. They called this a first down. I didn't agree with it, and I couldn't challenge it because it was within 2 minutes. And then they're going to say this one was not in bounds, which I thought it was in bounds. So I don't know what the referees are doing this game. They also said this one wasn't in bounds. So really don't know what the referees were thinking. 3rd and 12, I really should have just not called my last timeout and let the time run out. But instead I was like, hey, we're going to go for another pass, and we get dropped for safety. So just like that, after 2 safeties, it is tied 7-7. I don't know how often you'll ever see 2 safeties in one game. I don't think it happens like ever. I don't even think it ever happened this year. And LaRon McClain's going to fumble it, but luckily we're going to come up with the recovery. So 2nd and 10, we're giving it to LaMichael James, and he's going to pick up a bunch of yards there. And LaMichael James is very good in this game. He is actually in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I took a look at it after the next week. But as you're going to see, we're going to have to settle for a field goal, bringing us up 10-7. And Brooks Reed, I believe his first name is Brooks, he's showing what he can do. He gets a tackle for a loss. And then the very next play, Brooks Reed just dominates his offensive lineman, and he's going to get another tackle for a loss. So that is a very good pickup, a very good trade for Sidney Rice, since Sidney Rice gets injured all the time. And I looked after next week, and Sidney Rice was actually injured for the Texans. He was only out for like a day or two, or a game or two, but still. I mean, Brooks Reed, definitely worth it. And you're going to see we fumble it, I think. Was that what? I don't know. Is that what happened? And the Lions get the ball back. Wasn't really paying attention. And then they're going to fumble it. Actually, I don't think we fumbled it. They're going to fumble it. We're going to get the ball. 1st and 10. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to hit Justin Blackman, who's going to stiff arm a guy to the ground. Gets stopped before the first down line. Giving off to LT. LT is going to get dragged down short and get injured. He would return to the game. You'll see in a second. And LaRon McClain just powering his way through the line, picking up a first down. That is why we got LaRon McClain. Thought that was a very good trade for LaRon McClain, especially since we had Stephen Paya, who wanted more minutes. And LT is going to come back to the game. I tell him, you got to get back in there. We need you, LT, even though we didn't really. But we're going to hit Justin Blackman again, who's got 31 receiving yards on the day. 3rd and 1, hitting LT. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. So that is why we kept him in. 105 rushing yards on the day. And in the start of the 4th, Matt Flynn is going to get dragged down by Sue. Yeah, Ndamukong Suh. Whatever. Once again, we're going to go for Chad Johnson, and that one is going to get dropped. So we're going to attack on a field goal. And I know I said this twice already in my videos, but he is actually changing his last name to Chad Johnson. A lot of people were saying he has financial troubles. That was a year ago. He announced that in like June of 2011 that he wasn't going to do it due to financial problems. This is 2012 when he announced he was going to change his name officially. So there's no news about him stopping it, so it is going to be Chad Johnson as far as I know. So I just wanted to clear that up because I was getting a little frustrated. I was like, you guys really don't think I researched this stuff before I say it? But anyways, after a holding call, or a false start I should say, 1st and 15 for the Lions after picking up a first down. Kevin Smith getting a good yardage, or good gain there. 3rd and 1. Matt Stafford, instead of calling for a run and picking up a yard, he's going to throw it into the end zone. But they're like, you know what, we're going to go for it on 4th down. Give it to Javid Best. He's going to stiff arm, and he's going to get a first down there. Really, they should have just ran it on 3rd and 4th. But it doesn't matter to them, because they get the first down, and then they get the touchdown with Kevin Smith. So just like that, the Lions are up by 1, 14-13, and now we got to come back. There's 3:35 left in the game. Hitting Doug Baldwin there for an 8-yard gain. That's only his first reception of the day. And then going no huddle, giving it to LT, and LT is going to fumble it. So there are many mistakes being made this game, and this is not good. 2:39 left in the game. The Lions up by 1. The game is theirs to lose, and luckily Cam Chancellor is going to stop Kevin Smith on 2nd down, bringing it to 3rd and inches. But Javid Best, he's going to run and pick up a first down there. So now we have to start using timeouts. As you can see, the clock is running down, but the Lions get called for a false start, and that is going to stop the clock. So that is a sigh of relief for us, just something very, very good for us. And we're going to stop Javid Best, call timeout. Next play, stop Javid Best again, call another timeout. As you can see on these plays, I was blitzing every single person on the team. And Earl Thomas is going to stop Javid Best again. So there's 3 stops in a row. And there's still a lot of time left on the clock because of that false start. Otherwise, it would have been under a minute. And now we're down by 4. We need to have a touchdown. And look at this. We couldn't have asked for anything better than that. Doug Baldwin wide open, bombing it to him. And I'm going to run along the end zone just to waste some of the clock down. That is why I do that. It's only a couple seconds, but a couple seconds definitely worth it. So now the Lions are in a position. They need to score. They're down by 3. And they're going to hit Chad Johnson Jr. there. Yes, pronto. It is Chad Johnson Jr. Pronto says it. I say it. It is Chad Johnson Jr. if you guys didn't know that. And that one was questionable. I thought it wasn't in bounds, but the refs are going to say it was in bounds. So I think the refs were being paid off this game. Actually not, because they had some bad calls for the Lions anyways. And somewhere along the line, Sherman got injured, fractured foot, would not be able to return. So 3rd and 7, the Lions need to convert with 36 seconds left, and Javid Best, he is going to get the first down and then some. So they're going to call their timeout. 1 more left, 21 seconds left, 3rd and 10. Hitting Javid Best, he's going to get close to a first down there, but wait, they're going to get called for a holding, and that is going to bring him back 10 yards. So on the 38-yard line, 17 seconds left, 1 timeout left for the Lions. Javid Best stiff-arming someone, but he's going to get dragged down to the 35-yard line. So 5 seconds left, they need to kick a field goal, and what is that? DeMarcus Van Dyke with the field goal block. I was so pumped. I was so excited, so happy that happened. We're going to take 2 more looks at this. The game could not have ended a better way. DeMarcus Van Dyke just blocking it with his helmet. If you remember, we acquired DeMarcus Van Dyke at the trade deadline last year. There we go, right off the helmet. And that is going to seal the deal for us. We almost came away with our first loss of the season, but thankfully we rally back and we win by 3 points over the Detroit Lions. So that is a good, hard-earned win there. And the player of the game, as you're going to see in a second, was Clemens. I believe he had 6 tackles and 1 sack. We'll find out in a second. Once again, he's having a monster season. 6 tackles, 2 sacks. Just having a monster season this season. And here, taking a look at the game stats. The Lions were beating us in a lot of stuff except for punt return and kick return because we got it punted and kicked to us more. Matt Flynn, only 7 of 15, 124 yards, but luckily he did not have an interception. Both quarterbacks didn't really do too much. Both teams were very good at running the ball. Kevin Smith and Javid Best, the 1-2 punch. LT, 111 yards, and Michael James, 21 yards. And here are the receiving stats. The only person to go over 80 yards was Doug Baldwin, mainly because of that last-minute touchdown. But that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, and tune in next time.